Greetings to Dr. Kazaila and everyone who is watching this presentation video. We are from Group 7 AT06A and today we will be presenting our analysis on the IGP interview sessions and reflection based on the experience.
Next, this is the list of contents that we will be presenting today.
These are our group members consisting of 10 people who work on this report.
Greetings, my name is Tanya Siang and today I will be presenting the introduction of our report for the course KBG 3013 in Sanguro Professional. Confucius emphasized that genuine learning occurs through understanding and reflection rather than memorization. As future educators, becoming an inspiring teacher involves more than acquiring theoretical knowledge. It requires real engagement with the challenges of the teaching profession. Therefore, this report is based on 2 interview sessions conducted with practicing teacher Ms. Usha Nair and Sir Muhammad Amir Alif. Through these interviews, we explore their teaching professional identities, values, and teaching approaches to better understand the qualities required to become a insan group professional in the Malaysian education context.
Hi everyone, I'm Tanushree Sivaguru and today I'm going to be talking about the backgrounds of selected teachers, especially teacher in the IGP field English. So, we chose Miss Usha Nair or Miss Usha, who's an English teacher at SMK Permasjaya, Johor. She hails from Ulu Tiram, Johor and has been serving in the teaching profession since 2014. Her subject specialization is English and she currently teaches all forms in her school except the lower forms. Miss Usha completed her STPM at SMK Datuk Penggawa Timur. After finishing her pre-university studies, she had to wait almost 3 years before entering university. During this period, she gained valuable life experiences by working in various jobs, including as a factory worker and a clerk. These experiences helped her shape her strong work ethic and resilience. In 2009, she was finally offered a place to study at University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, UPSI, which means she is our alumni. She graduated in 2013 with a Bachelor of Education in Teaching English as a Second Language, TESOL. Miss Usha is a highly dedicated and passionate educator who has always regarded teaching as a dream profession. Although her academic training is in English education, she is known for her versatility and commitment to students' holistic development. She consistently strives to inspire her learners and believes in nurturing both academic and positive values in the classroom. Now that she has entered her 12th year of her teaching career, Miss Usha has gained a wealth of experience that has further strengthened her professionalism and confidence as an educator. Over the years, she has taught students from diverse backgrounds and varying proficiency levels, which has enhanced her ability to adapt her teaching strategies to meet different learners' needs. Her extensive classroom experience has allowed her to refine her pedagogical skills, classroom management techniques, and assessment practices, making her lessons both engaging and effective. Though continuous practice and reflection, Miss Usha has developed a deep understanding of students' learning challenges and potentials. She is adept at integrating meaningful activities, fostering active participation, and creating a supportive learning environment that encourages students to express themselves confidently in English. Her years in service have also nurtured her leadership qualities, enabling her to mentor students with patience, empathy, and dedication.
For the selected non-IGP field teacher, we have chosen Mr. Muhammad Amir Alif bin Muhammad Nasran or Sir Amir, a biology teacher from MRSM Sungai Besar, Selangor. He's from Muar, Johor and has been teaching since 2019, specializing in biology for Form 2 until Form 5. Sir Amir has a strong academic background. He studied at Kisas, achieved 11 A's in SPM and was a JPS scholar. He later completed his Bachelor of Science in Biology at Oregon State University in 2018. Before becoming a teacher, he gained diverse work experience, which later enriched his teaching journey. He began his teaching career at MRSM Tun Muhammad Fuad Stephens in Sandakan before moving to MRSM Sungai Besar in Selangor. Sir Amir is a passionate and innovative teacher who created engaging learning activities and received the Anugerah Perkhidmatan Cemerlang in 2024. We decided to interview him because his experience truly reflects the qualities of an inspiring teacher.
Hello everyone, today I will be presenting a comparative analysis of two teachers, Sir Ime and Miss Usha. Our research highlights that although they entered the teaching profession through very different pathways, their success is grounded in three shared essential attributes. First is their professional identity and motivation. Both teachers define teaching as a lifelong calling rather than just a source of income. Sir Ime's identity was shaped by diverse career experiences, while Miss Usha comes from formal training. Yet, they both agree on one truth. They are driven by a genuine desire to teach students. This proves that strong teacher personality is rooted in purpose and dedication, regardless of one's background. Secondly, they demonstrate high emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. They emphasize that a teacher must act as an emotional anchor in the classroom. Sir Ime focuses on humility and balancing friendliness with authority, while Miss Usha stresses adaptability and patience. Crucially, they both agree that teaching isn't a solo act. It requires building a respectful, positive relationship with colleagues to foster a supportive professional environment. Third is their student-centered philosophy. Both teachers reject the idea of passive learning. Sir Ime utilizes hands-on experiential strategies, while Miss Usha applies differentiated instructions to suit individual needs. Their shared goal is simple: to create a classroom where students are challenged, supported, and take active ownership of their learning journey. In conclusion, Sir Ime and Miss Usha demonstrates that while teaching style may differ, the heart of the profession remains the same. It lies in the character, value, and the genuine care the teacher brings to their students.
Hi, my name is Faisal Najiha, and today I will discuss the differences of personality attribute between two teachers, Miss Usha Nair and Sir Muhammad Amir. Firstly, their educational backgrounds play a major role in shaping their professional personalities. Miss Usha Nair, who is trained in TESOL, displays strong pedagogical confidence, structured lesson planning, and emotional sensitivity toward her students. Her training within the education field has helped her develop patience and empathy as core professional traits. In contrast, Sir Muhammad Amir, a biology teacher with a science background, had to adapt to pedagogy through experience. This process shaped his personality to be more resilient, flexible, and reflective, which are essential qualities for a professional teacher outside their specialization. Secondly, subject specialization influences teacher disposition. Miss Usha emphasizes learner individuality and emotional awareness, reflecting the needs of language learning classroom. Meanwhile, Sir Muhammad Amir focuses on hands-on, inquiry-based learning, collaboration, and active engagement, which aligns with the nature of science education. Lastly, personal journeys further develop professional values. Miss Usha's early inspiration nurtures commitment and lifelong learning. Meanwhile, Sir Muhammad Amir's later calling strengthened adaptability and problem-solving skills. Overall, both teachers demonstrate that professional teacher personality is shaped through training, subject demands, and personal experience.
Next, for similarities and differences of the teacher's characters based on IGP model, English teacher. Based on the Insan Guru Professional or IGP model, there are several clear similarities reflected in the teacher's characters, particularly through Miss Usha, the English teacher's views. Firstly, Miss Usha strongly demonstrates humanistic and emotional values, which are central to the IGP model, and the English teacher, Miss Usha, emphasized that teaching is not just about delivering lessons, when she said, "You are dealing with human emotions every day." And this shows that Miss Usha values empathy, patience, and emotional awareness in understanding students from different backgrounds, aligning with the IGP focus on holistic and compassionate educators. Secondly, Ms. Usha reflects professional adaptability and student-centered teaching. She shared that every learner is different and teachers cannot use the same approach for every student. And this highlights flexibility and openness in teaching practices, which are key professional qualities in the IGP model. Lastly, Ms. Usha believes in lifelong learning and continuous improvement. She mentioned that you are not just a teacher, you are a learner, showing her commitment to self-growth, and this clearly reflects the IGP ideal of teachers who continue learning alongside their students. Next, for differences.
In this presentation, I will discuss the differences in the teacher's character based on the Insan Guru Professional, focusing on English teacher. The first difference is her strong humanistic and emotional focus. Unlike a more traditional IGP interpretation that prioritizes content delivery, this teacher places students' emotional well-being at the center of teaching and learning. She believed that English teaching involves constant communication and emotional interaction, which requires empathy and patience. This shows that she views teaching not only as an academic duty but also as a human responsibility. The second difference lies in her understanding of professionalism, particularly in teacher-student relationships. Instead of using authority or strict control, she emphasized respect, ethical behavior, and open-mindedness. She believes that respect must be mutual and that teachers should respect students first in order to gain their trust. This approach clearly distinguishes her from teachers who adopt a rigid or authoritarian classroom style. The third difference is seen in her commitment to self-development and professional growth. She values discipline, responsibility, and effective time management and believes that tasks should be completed promptly. At the same time, she encouraged lifelong learning and adaptability in response to change in education. This sets her apart from educators who rely only on fixed practice or past knowledge.
Next, I will be explaining the similarities between the IGP model and the non-English teacher we interviewed. First, both emphasize lifelong learning and reflection. The teacher shared that he developed his teacher character naturally over the years without realizing it. This shows that professional growth happens continuously through experience and self-reflection. Similarly, the IGP model highlights reflective practice and ongoing learning as essential for professional development. It reminds us that becoming a successful teacher takes time and cannot happen instantly. Second, both strongly support student-centered learning. The teacher mentioned that his approach is always student-based and sensory, where students learn through hands-on activities rather than just completing the syllabus. This reflects meaningful and active learning, which matches the IGP model's focus on holistic and student-focused education. Lastly, both value teamwork and professionalism. The teacher emphasized that teaching is not an individual job and that collaboration prevents burnout and support growth. This aligns with the IGP model's emphasis on teamwork and shared professional development.
For my part, I will explain the differences in the teacher's character based on the IGP model, focusing on the non-English teacher, Sir Amir. The first difference in his pedagogical background. According to the IGP model, teachers should have teaching knowledge before entering the profession. However, Sir Amir shared that he entered teaching without formal pedagogical training. Although he had strong subject knowledge, he learned how to teach through experience and reflection. The second difference is work-life balance. While the IGP model promotes balance, Sir Amir's experience shows a more demanding reality. He often spends time at night planning lessons and take on extra responsibilities, which reflects real challenges faced by teachers. The final difference is emotional development. Sir Amir admitted that he was more serious and distant in his early years. Over time, he learned the importance of emotional connection with students. In conclusion, his journey shows that becoming an Insan Guru professional is a gradual process, especially for non-English teachers.
For our personal reflection, I am Nurin Afifa and I believe the interview showed me that being a good teacher requires strong values, continuous learning and understanding of students, reflecting the IGP model.
The interview helped me understand that becoming an Insan Guru professional means continuously improving myself and teaching with patience and genuine care for students throughout our teaching career.
Personally, I think this interview has helped me understand that being an Insan Guru professional is not just about knowledge and skills, but about developing empathy, professionalism and adaptability through real teaching experience and continuous self-reflection.
Hey, it's Ashkin. I think the IGP interview helped me realize that becoming an Insan Guru professional is not just about mastering teaching skills, but also about growing in empathy, adaptability, and lifelong learning as a future educator.
As for my personal reflection, I think that the interview made me see how incredibly competent and inspiring they are in their respective roles, and their dedication has left a strong impression on me, motivating me to aspire to be like them in the future.
Personally, this experience has inspired me to look beyond the textbook, reminding me that effective teaching is a lifelong process built on genuine relationships and emotional understanding.
Reflecting on the overall interviews, these interviews reinforce my view becoming an excellent teacher is not defined by a single pathway, but by the ability to integrate personal strengths.
Personally, this interview showed me that being a teacher requires passion, empathy, and lifelong learning, inspiring me to grow responsibly in this profession.
The IGP interview showed me that teaching is a meaningful journey of growth and reflection, and it motivates me to become a better teacher.
Reflecting on both interviews, I realized that becoming an instant guru professional is a continuous journey that requires empathy, adaptability, humility, and a willingness to grow through experience, reflection, and genuine care for students.
In conclusion, our group has learned a lot from Ms. Usha and Sir Emir about what truly means to be a professional teacher, not just academically, but also personally and ethically. We are inspired to grow, reflect, and uphold strong values so that we can become effective, caring, responsible teachers for our future students.
Here are the appendices of our report. You can scan the QR codes to see the recorded interviews with our teachers, Ms. Usha and Mr. Emir. The QR codes also include their profiles and full interview transcriptions. On the other side, we have pictures from the interview sessions showing us interviewing both teachers. You may explore more in our written report.
And that is all from us. Thank you for watching.